Hey everybody, welcome to Cloaks of Minehelm, a 5th edition D&D stream from Penny Dragon Games. I'm Ben, I'll be DMing, and yeah, welcome back for another one. We're here in the swamp again, we're about to fight some frogs, it's going to be fun. Speaking of frogs, Penny Dragon Games, their current Kickstarter, Bergen's Book of Beasts, we've got 200 plus, beast stat blocks, or maybe more actually. Kyle, is it more than we have more than 200?
Well, we've unlocked some stretch goals already, so I think it's somewhere around, I know it's at least 250 now.
Okay, so at least 215 beast stat blocks, for encounters, druid wild shapes, animal companions, things to polymorph your players into if they beat your swamp dwelling frogs too quickly. You maybe want to turn them into a centipede or something. So not only beast stat blocks, we've got magic items, subclasses, as well as a 100 plus page adventure called Firestar Falling that also accompanies the Kickstarter, which is about fighting eldritch abominations from beyond the stars that can corrupt lowly beasts of the land and also possibly your player characters. So there's a bunch of good stuff in there. If you go to the Kickstarter campaign, check it out if you haven't already. So without any further ado, I think I'll get to some introductions if we want to jump into it. So now, where am I? Sorry, I'm looking at my Zoom. Sorry, what am I doing? It's disappeared on me. Okay, here we go. Just going up top on my Zoom. Fona, why don't you tell us who you're playing for those at home?
So hi, I play Andy, who is a young human rogue. She's here on work release from prison and has several schemes afoot to try and get the beautiful, beautiful bangle bracelet off her wrist and escape her confines.
Her indentured servitude.
Her indentured servitude and somewhat life risk. So which of her many schemes will end up coming to fruition, I'm not sure, or perhaps the schemes of others that she's been sucked into.
Maybe. So that's Andy. Up next, Kyle.
So I am playing the half-elf wizard Transcribe, better known as Pouches. And somehow I don't have any jewelry. Well, at least none that keeps me magically bound to the cloaks, which is surprising considering I'm probably one of the worst defenders.
Yeah, no magical.
It's illegal magic and all kinds of things.
Yeah, no magical house arrest bracelet for you.
Yeah, but because I work for the cloaks, it gives me a little bit of leeway, and because my sister protects me, I get a little bit more leeway.
Yeah, too much leeway. You've had too much leeway for far too long. Someone's got to do something about that.
Wait till I get to level 3 and take Fireball. Then we'll see about leeway.
Yeah.
Yes. That's me.
Yeah. Up next, Boyd. You introduce your guy.
So, my name's Boyd, and I'll be playing Dural Stonehelm. So he's a young, naive dwarf who gets uncontrollably agitated when he crawls through dungeons. He's a pugilist, which is a homebrew class by Benjamin Hoffman, as we say every week. It's great. Look it up and check it out. He loves tales of old adventurers and is obsessed with them like a nerdy teen loves Spider-Man. And he likes to punch stuff and swear a lot.
Yep. Punching, swearing. That's what we play D&D for.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And last, certainly not least, Nico. Who have we got?
I'm Nico. I play Petrie. He is a deviously clever elf alchemist artificer.
Nobody knows.
With a penchant for troublemaking, he grew up in a rather prestigious guild, son of very skilled and affluent and well-respected parents who are long dead. He got into a bit of trouble, working for some of his, higher class clients who He liked to spice up his little potions a little bit too much, and after a few too many experiments gone wrong, he got kicked from the guild, and to atone for his troublemaking with the brown cloaks. He was once a very beautiful elf, but after spending I'll say younger years, all of his years, with a few too many experiments gone wrong, he is now this sort of little shriveled, scarred, deformed version of himself. But I think his motto, which I love this came up in one of those alignment chart things that, picking his mottos, best intentions, questionable methods, I think sums up Petrie.
I think that's good. Not only Petrie, that's probably, I think that you guys should all get that stitched on your cloaks. That,
I was gonna say that is definitely my life motto personally.
Yeah,
that's best intentions, questionable methods.
It's the parties, this is the parties their house words.
I don't know, I feel like Slouches is, if you can't kill it with magic, you're not using enough magic.
Yeah.
yeah, maybe. So,
But if you can't kill it with magic, use a higher spell slot.
Exactly. So, where we last left our quote-unquote heroes, you had been on the trail of some brigands calling themselves the Fearless Fellows. Pretty organized, you had came to blows with them in Camp Carbuncle, a sort of refugee camp, sort of stuck to the outer walls of the city of Minehelm. And they'd been causing some trouble, so people wanted to find out who they were, where they were coming from, wanted to stop them. There seems to be quite a few more of them than perhaps your superiors had thought there were or had anticipated. And long story short, you have found yourselves trekking through the Green Marsh swamps on their trail because a local so-called bog witch called Meg, who you met at the camp, said that she found one of these guys' corpses washed up by her cottage in the middle of the swamps, and he had a map on him, which appeared to be a map to some old ruins deep in the swamp, long rumored to be cursed or haunted, and very difficult to find. But there was a plotted route between the camp and these ruins. So she said, probably her map's given to these guys so they could help find their way, back and forth. But she is not in her house because her house is infested with bullywugs, large, burly, well, not large, but bigger than normal frogs and toads. Big frogs and toad people who have a loose sense of property rights and some very bad manners. And they invited themselves in and never left. And so she had to abandon her home. But she said, if you can go in and you clear them out, that map is hopefully still in there somewhere. And yeah, a bit of tete-a-tete. So yeah, you found yourselves just sort of on the outskirts of her property, and there were a number of these bullywugs patrolling. You drew the attention of some of them, or rather the stray dog that you've picked up drew their attention, and you slew a couple of them. But the others that survived, although they hadn't seen you, they heard some commotion and they retreated, and they were croaking and ribbiting and sort of raising the alarm. But it has been silent for a few minutes, so we will fade in on all of you here in this little copse of trees. And yeah, what is everyone doing, or what's the plan?
How are we high up compared to where the house is? Like, what's can we overlook from where we are?
This basically the water level is like 10. The water level, it's about a 20-foot drop. Because the ladder is about 10, and then this is another sort of 10-foot drop straight down. So it's you're about 20 feet up, give or take. 20 feet up from the water anyway. So you could see probably from there maybe the top. Actually, sorry, because of course we had this from last week. It should be anyway for you over here, sort of. Is it kind of blacked out? But can you see the outline of the walls? Yeah, this is just because there is no. Obviously, on the map, you can see into the cottage, so it's just blacked out to represent the roof. And the map is by the very talented It's a Map. You can find on Twitter. They make excellent maps. I'm going to be using a few more of theirs actually, including one that I'm commissioning. So if you do want a map, go talk to Kate at It's a Map on Twitter, and yeah, she'll do you a great one. So,
can you remind me, did we have a rest or are we continuing from?
We were continuing from where it was left off, so no rest.
I looked at everyone else and say, I think I've had a sudden realization that we really should have went back to our superiors and told them that there was a lot more here than we could chew. Are we seriously?
Don't worry so much. It'll be fine.
Are we gonna run after them?
To make the power of our little team. Come on.
I'm gonna start walking to the ladder.
Can we send someone closer to scope it out? Can I send Watson to?
Can you see what's in there next to you, right? His little token. Watson is Patrice's little homunculus.
Homunculus. He's a vial. He's a flying. You picture like a snitch. Snitch? Yeah.
Yeah.
A snitch, but with like as a vial of acid or whatever he's carrying at the time.
Hey, Watson ain't no snitch. You won't rat on us.
What's what?
Watson ain't no snitch. You won't rat on us.
Oh right, yeah. Oh yeah. Watson ain't no snitch. So you're moving towards the ladder, right? Are you now? You're just.
And keeping an eye out if there's any croaks, I will engage.
My head is on a swivel, and I look
Yeah.
really quite agitated.
Okay, so give me a perception check.
I've ducked into the bushes.
Now you decide to jump in the bushes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to see actually that 3D dice. Did it roll?
Following
Yeah,
close
it did roll correctly.
15
Okay.
for me and 17 for Doral.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry, that's Doral. Yeah. So you don't, you're not seeing anything, Doral, and it's pretty quiet. If you portray, but pouches. I'm just going to test something. Or test something.
I can't see the world for the leaves.
Okay.
How bush and accidentally scratch one of your corners.
How do you approach the ladder? You just, I mean, are you solid snake belly? Were you belly crawling? You were walking. You were.
I'm walking, but not like you know when you like sneak around and you try and like not crack any branches or make any noise, but you're still walking, like kind of like that.
Okay.
Just being very conscientious of where I'm stepping.
Okay, then, so as you sort of peek over, you can see down here, and it's difficult to tell, but you think those might be the other two bullywugs that ran off. And you can also see, oh, there's a bit faint, you can see another one down here. Excuse me, actually 2 seconds. Yeah, you can see another two down here, but they are currently, as you approach the ladder, they were not looking in your direction. So you're going to have a split second now to what do you want to do, because they're sort of scanning.
There's two here. There's one north, and then where's the other two?
No. Well, these can you see?
Three?
These three that you can see.
I can see three.
Yeah. And
Okay,
you
so
see
that's the right amount. I
this
thought there
guy-
might have been.
Yeah, one. Yeah. Well, actually,
Cool.
would you?
All I can see is 2.
There's one over here across the water.
Oh, cool.
Sorry. I might have to.
I can't remember how many spells I used. They're not marked off for some reason.
I don't know if you did. I don't know if you used any leveled spells. Did you? Since
Not really.
because we got a rest in the camp, and then all that happened was like there was those couple of bullywugs.
Yeah.
There was like 2 of them. So I think you might have just used cantrips. I don't remember you casting like leveled spells.
Yeah, because it would have saved if I moved my spell slots down, right?
Yeah.
'Cause we didn't evil or anything.
No, I don't think so. I don't think you would have. I don't think you used any. So
Anyone's watching, and if anyone remembers.
mhm. So they are scanning pouches. So are you?
I'm going to take action.
Oh, you're gonna
And
take
I'm just
action.
letting you check. Yes. I am going to cast.
Wizard, this is a split-second decision. Let's hurry it up here.
I'm going to cast Shatter.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Shatter on that square there. Actually, it might do it a bit further out.
Mhm.
I'm going to cast Shatter. I want to try and avoid hitting the house.
So 10-foot cube. What's shatter? No, or is it 30?
10-foot radius sphere.
Oh, sphere. Okay. Yeah. So these two dudes. Oh, actually, give me 1 second. I just need to just realize I did not have that open. So con saves, right?
On saves.
Oh, damn. Okay. I gotta check. I double check their con, but it was a 16 and a nat 20.
They both succeed, which means they both take 8 points of thunder damage.
Okay. So, I've also actually meant to change over our. Crap, let's change over our music. So I mean, I think with that, that's going to be initiative. So.
Can I flip them the bird as well? Why not? Like, I'm gonna do it, and as soon as they look over, I'm gonna flip them the bird.
Sure. Did I? Oh no! God damn it! I meant to, as I always do, and I forgot this time. I meant to pre-roll initiative.
No.
Okay. God damn it. Okay. So, I'll do right. Give me a sec.
I want to do something silly. I see I see that I hear that this spell goes off, right? And I want to spend my inspiration to get advantage on initiative, if at all possible. I feel like
Sure.
like pouches might need some help.
I think with
Um,
inspiration, you can
Ben,
re-roll
you-
after the fact.
Ben, do you allow us to
Can you?
initiative?
Can you spend inspiration on initiative? Is that a thing?
Per roll, I don't think so. Or no, if you can use it on an ability check. I was gonna say if you can use it on an ability check, then yeah.
Yeah, initiative is an ability check, isn't it? It's a
Yeah.
dexterity ability check.
Yeah. Okay, bear with me
Oop.
here. I've got to do some.
You guys just need to change yours back because it auto defaults to your last roll. So,
right.
and
Probably should.
Yeah, I'd forgotten to click my token. I was on the measuring tool, so I ate my pudding for my mistake.
no, it did click the first time. It went onto the order. It was a 14 and then it changed to a 10.
Oh, did it go on? Oh, okay.
Yeah. If you just double click on the 10, you can edit it.
Oh, okay.
There you go. See?
There we go.
How did I go last in this whole thing?
Well, hang on. Just give me a. This is. Damn it! I always pre-roll initiative from now on.
Same thing for Shane.
I'm enjoying the battle music personally. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
Can't hear it.
I'll have to go back and look through. Actually, the intro music that we had was tabletop audio. This is from, oh god, forgive me. It's something we got off of the Epidemic Sounds. So it's a license that Penny Dragon Games had.
Oh, cool.
So I put these in. Some of these I put in way back when we started the campaign, and I don't remember what the actual tracks are called. I have it labeled as combat medium too.
So we're only on medium difficulty combat then. Is that how it works?
I don't know. I was like, what's a good descriptor for combat? I was like, it doesn't feel too intense, but it's not a relaxing combat, you know. So felt appropriate for the track name.
How tall did you say the ladder was again?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
It's 10 and 10, so each elevation drop is 10 feet down into the water,
Okay.
which means this is 10 foot up. Although, well, actually, the ladder that's in front of those two bullywugs is only 5 feet.
Oh, okay.
Just in case you thought it was all the same. Okay. God damn it! Sorry, bear with me, folks.
Let's jump in a pirate ship.
Yeah, but if actually for anyone who would be curious, Epidemic Sounds is really good. They will, like, I think for each account you can have, like, you can link a particular account, like one Twitch channel, one YouTube channel, one Twitter or whatever. So it works for a bunch of stuff. And even if you do cancel later, it keeps like, say any old videos you uploaded, it will work for, they will still stay, like on, you'll be allowed to keep the license for the old videos. Okay, we're almost done. I just forgot to work something out. I swear there's not a bunch of enemies that you can't see.
Okay, I totally believe that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
With a 10-foot lead. Okay, hang on.
See, this is like the prime example of why I have pre-rolled initiative for any possible encounters every single session. Except, sorry folks, I was a bit slack on this one because we were playing a game at DryCon, also kind of for GaryCon at 11 a.m. or 11 a.m. my time. It was 5 a.m. for one of our players. Which is fun. So 2 stream games in one day. I'm a bit behind. So let me work this out. I don't know if you can see that guy's name, but the name is wrong.
Oh, okay. I was getting a bit concerned when I saw his name.
No, it was a holdover from. So it is in the UK and Ireland and I think Nigeria as well. It is Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day to everyone's mums or any mums. If there's any mums watching, I don't know.
All the mums.
Are there mothers
That's
watching?
not
I'm
the usual
sure.
team up of those 3 countries.
Yeah, well, if I'm not mistaken, it is not Ireland, but Nigeria that I think has the highest consumption of Guinness in the world. Yeah. I don't know if that's per capita or just by overall consumption. But
this last week, I think Canada probably took first place. And
sure.
My own contribution.
Sure. So.
You're wrong. It's your British overlords that drink all your Guinness.
Yeah, exactly.
UK, and then Nigeria.
Okay. Somebody told me it was Nigeria.
UK, you live in Ireland. Britain doesn't exist to you as a country.
I think Nigeria has its own brewery for Guinness.
Oh, is that what it is? I think it might be the only other country in Ireland, other than Ireland, that has a Guinness brewery. Maybe that's the factoid.
I thought someone was telling me that there is or there was somewhere in England that brews it, and it was this big controversy. And there was.
Oh, really?
It was Liverpool.
Look, the headline here, folks, is I know nothing. This is what we've learned here today.
But Jon Snow hair and Jon Snow brains.
Yeah. Exactly.
And if I remember correctly, a Jon Snow sword.
Yes. They do.
They ended it in 2011 and went back to Dublin.
Apologies to the folks at home and my players. This is probably painful, but this is what I get. This is DMs. This is people say you don't need to prep. Lies. You do. You do. Don't listen to
Make
them.
the numbers up.
Yeah. Yeah, they all rolled natural 20s.
If I ever do decide to DM, I'm going to my DM character is going to be like Loki or something, just to allow for the amount of chaos that'll ensue because I won't have prepped anything.
Excellent.
It'll all be seat of pants kind of stuff.
Yeah. It's, you know what, it's probably the way to go, because look what happens. You know, without prepping, but then still, you know, trying to play as I would if I had prepped. It's a dangerous game. Okay, we're almost there. It's good. We're getting there.
That's what she said.
Okay.
I should have kept at least one chair in my apartment from moving. If there's sudden chaos here, my parents might show up and move a few things. So if I mute it randomly, I'm gonna try and go into a new room.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. This will have to do. I'm not going to try and sort out people that had matched initiatives. Okay, so it's looking like, according to my calculations here, Patrie is up first. So.
Okay. Sorry, and did you say they can see us yet or no?
Well, they just got blasted by some thunder damage.
And then flip the bird.
But can they see, like, so I'm hiding in the bushes and I guess they can see that. Okay, do. Well, I would like to, how far is it from me? I want to throw something at him. I always wanted to catapult.
Catapult's super fun.
Yeah. Where's the arrow? This is hard on a laptop that's so small. I'm trying to see everything on the screen. Okay. Is there any way to get within 30 feet of them? No. Oh no, but you know what? I can. I'm gonna move myself, but. And how far down? 15, 20. I probably can't make it all the way down the ladder, can I? In my movement.
Do you have 30 or 25?
25. So I'll go to the top of the ladder, and then I will move Watson his movement. That's first.
Mm-hmm.
Or well, no, I'll cast Tasha's Possibly. That's in a line.
It is in a line, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it through Watson though. So Watson will move his.
Mm-hmm.
He's flying, so he can go.
Okay.
What is Watson's movement? It is.
I think it's 30.
30 flying.
Or maybe it's 20. Hang on.
20
Is that what it says?
Walking and 30 flying. So.
Cool.
And he follows me, right? When in my movement, I think
Mm-hmm.
he decided. Yeah. Okay. So.
Yeah.
We can go here. And he's gonna cast my brew in that line. Which is only, well, that sucks. That's fine. 5 acid damage. To those 2.
Okay, so.
When I get paid from the sale of my apartment in a couple days, I'm gonna buy a new laptop.
Okay, so the blue guy saves, but the orange guy does not. So, does he take half on?
Dex save, succeed, or be covered in acid for the spell's duration. Covered in acid, they 2d4. No, it doesn't sound like they take half. It's just all or nothing.
Yeah, cool. So he.
And then they take 2d4 acid damage at the start of each of its turns.
Yeah. So, as you build up, and out of Watson, this surge of acid comes the blue bullywug that is turning, and he's got his spear going, and he sort of like he just kind of bounces up out of the way, but the other one turns too slowly. He's getting up from the being knocked back by the shatter spell, and it just splashes him across the chest, and then you hear the spear drops with a wet plap to the soggy moss covered rocks, and there is a giant hole in his chest. And he is dead.
I think too, because he range 30 feet. So Watson can actually he can attack first and then use his reaction to channel mine. So he has a range of 30 feet.
Can he channel any spell, or does the spell have to be a touch spell?
It has a range of touch. Channel magic. Oh, mother. So you can't just cast my distance spells then. So what I did doesn't actually work.
Yeah, sorry, I should have copped that I wasn't I was shifting tokens. Oh god. Sorry, I got confused because I've lost something has disappeared from my roll 20, but I was sorry, so I should have copped that.
I didn't realize that. Should I undo that spell then? And...
No, it's okay. It's okay. I as I say, I should have copped that. But we'll just say for the purposes of that, he's used his reaction.
let's just say that that's his action and his reaction, then, because that, in that case.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
And
tree.
next time.
Yeah, Doral.
All right. So Dural still feels the pain of doing absolutely nothing in the previous combat and decides not this time. Grits his teeth. I will spend a grit point to do stick and move. And we're going to stick with the move portion of stick and move and use the dash action as a bonus action. So there's a grinding noise as two little platforms come out of the ground, and it creates those things that runners start with. You know the things? No? Sprinter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Those starting blocks, yeah.
Yeah, starting blocks. Very, very good. That's the word I'm looking for. And I take off running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I don't know, do I need to climb the ladder? Do I need to make a check or?
No, not to
Okay.
to climb the ladder.
And then I will use my action to chuck a piece of rock at this guy. Yeah. Oh, it lied.
Pick up triathlon.
First one.
It's a sprint, ladder climb, and shortcut.
Yeah, exactly. So, that is a hit. And so you kind of come, kicking off, and up here, the little bits of underneath the squelching, you can feel the ground sort of pounding under your heavy boots, and then you kind of just in a roll, you kind of leap over where the ladder is. You do a barrel roll and land up, and then just you scrape up some dirt off the ground, and it forms into a missile, shoots out and hurtles towards this dude's head, and just knocks it off like a bowling pin, and just and his body tumbles into the water. There is still this guy over here, and you may have noticed that battle music is still playing. So that is Doral, and Andy, you're up.
So Andy is going to have watched the first two guys getting killed, and where she had her arrow, she's going to just stow it back, and she's going to run. I'm going to just map it out. She's going to run up to here, then take a running start at the cliff, and that should give her enough jumping to get across.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what she's doing. So 5, 20, that gives me the 10-foot launching point to get to there. And that's going to be what Andy does.
That's, yeah.
I don't know, so I think because of my strength and dex, with the running start, I have 20 foot of jumping distance. Do I need to roll anything for it, or?
Mm-hmm. No, if you have the running start, and if it's equal to because it's a number of feet equal to your strength mod, is it? For long, or is that
a height difference though? If you
I
jump off a 20-foot cliff to an island.
Yeah, I'm shit with maths and all that kind of stuff. So
I wasn't going into the trigonometry of the angles, but I think she is effectively she should.
Oh no, you should carry
benefit from
further
the
than that. What
down.
I'm saying is she's falling 20 feet in essence.
Yeah.
So she should definitely make the whole jump. But
Yeah, I love that calculator.
Yeah.
It's like it made it so much easier.
Yeah, they understand. Yeah.
Oh, this is a tool that I need, because that is completely lost on me.
I just imagine Annie like doing a little barrel roll, and as she comes up, she hits the wall.
Yeah.
Of the house.
That's
like,
awesome.
Barrel roll up.
Yeah, this is it's gonna bug me. So yeah, Andy does a big leap, runs, and you kind of manage to find at last minute brace yourself, and Give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Jokey. Disadvantage. Perception. 9. Could have been worse.
It's you see there's something inside the cottage.
Oh, okay.
Like you see something move.
So just
But
as I
just
end my
as
turn,
you were like crashing, yeah.
yeah,
you see
ending
But
the
it's
something
turn
in the
practice
will
with
window.
mimic.
pull my daggers to be ready for the next round. But
Because there is a window just essentially right there where you are, which you can only kind of really see through now that you're level.
Minute, the entire cottage is a mimic.
Yeah.
We're all going to go inside a mimic.
Okay.
Journey to the heart of the mimic.
Yeah. Where is? Okay. That's right, guys. Just bear with me. I'm just gonna work this out. Okay. Andy, what's your passive perception?
14, I think it is.
Okay, so you see.
Yeah, 14.
Okay. You see this little dude, another bullywug, has come swimming up and is like climbing up, trying to sneak up on you. But he has his stealth roll was 5, well 6, so did not work. Why is it? Yeah. So that is him. And where is this guy gone? Oh, did I miss somebody out? No, I didn't. Okay, so Doral, you can see as he appears around this corner. No, actually, is it Z? What is it? Is it click on a token and Z, I think, to show it? Yeah, so just press it. Oh, okay, I think it should be loading now. Come on.
All Z maybe?
Yeah, but I think my roll20 is kind of freezing. My roll20 is frozen, which is great. Roll20 does not love me today. I don't love it though. Feeling is mutual. Fucking hell. Okay, I'm just gonna reload.
Hey, someone sing elevator music.
Dum, da, 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 dum, da, 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 da. Level is shocked on Violon. Level 7, the canteen. That would live forever because I worked on in my previous job. I was in our building. I was on the 7th floor, which was the top floor where the canteen was.
Mm-hmm.
So every day you got into the lift and your lift journey ended with level of shocked on Violon, level 7, the canteen. And you're just like, it's stuck in my memory.
Yeah. So this dude in the picture looks a lot friendlier. Although he does have that build. This guy is more sort of human in proportion. He looks kind of more like a tree frog than a toad. He's taller and sort of more slender than the bullywugs that you've seen, and this guy has got hide armor on, and he's got a shield, and this sort of three-pronged wooden trident in his hand, and he's going to, let me see, can he make it? 30, so no, it's still going to cost him. So 10. This guy appears, and I guess what is the range? No, I can't do that. He'll try and he's going to dash. So he's going to use his action to dash, and he just leaps from a standing position. He just leaps all the way across that ravine, just from a standing position, and he's got his shield, and he puts up the trident and his kind of shield up trident, and looking like he's wanting to poke you, Doral. And
hello there.
It is then this yellow bullywug over here across the water, and he I guess he's probably just gonna have to swim because he does not have ranged capability unless he wants to throw his spear. So he is 5, 10. He's got 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. You know, he's actually gonna kind of swim this direction, and he's gonna attempt to hide. So Patri, Pouches, and Doral would all get to make a perception check to see if he successfully hides from you.
I've got my back to him, and I'm more interested in the dude stood beside me.
I see everything.
Yeah, he's hidden from Pouches. I mean, from Doral and Tree. But Pouches, you see him now. You kind of know where he's gone, but he does kind of
Full cover.
Kind of, yeah. You know he's gone. You know, kind of roughly in behind there in that direction. I'll say because he is gone from view, but you know where he went. You know. So you did see where he went. I think the others, he would have looked like he just vanished, but he's walking along, and it is now your turn.
I'm gonna be a good party member, and I'm gonna save Andy's life.
Okay.
This guy's like right on the edge of the cliff, right?
Yeah.
How far,
I mean,
is it the water below?
And it is 15. I think
Okay, that's not
10,
high.
between 10 and 15.
That's disappointingly low.
Yeah, well, you're like 20 feet up, and this is basically only 5 feet lower. I must have missed a guy. Oh, I did miss a guy. No, I haven't. No. Sorry.
I'm just gonna unleash magic missile for 9 coins.
Oh, yeah.
All 3 into him.
9 points. So he, he goes. We'll see if he. Okay, I wanted to see would he hold his grip. He does. It looks pretty bad. Like one, shoots right through him. Like it looks like through his kidney. Another one sees a puncture a lung as it kind of they perforate him, and he's second one he stumbles back. He is looking like he's ready for a French restaurant, but he is still standing, and he's not quite there yet. But it seemed to fuck him up significantly.
Then that's the end of my turn.
Now, okay, so I think
Sorry, did you get the one over up here?
Yeah,
Or
that's the one. Yeah, Pouches went for the little pink dot.
How's
Right.
the one down here?
He is, as of yet, uninjured. But, sorry, bear with me. Doral and Pouches, and actually you too, Andy, would notice, out of the water, just bobbing up, just this giant toad, its eyes peek up from under the water, which the water, you can't be certain. It's at least, it's very murky. It looks like it's at probably 5 feet up, 10 feet deep, minimum.
Does the water
so-
look like it would be
Holy crap.
dangerous to swim in? Like, would somebody die if they fell in?
No, it's all very still. I mean, you probably wouldn't want to get any of it in your mouth, you know. If you
Or
drank it, it's
A wound.
yeah, stagnant, just like still water. But it's still there are fish swimming in it. There's, you know, there's just other. I mean, these things are big, you know, beasts. That, you know, I mean, you probably again wouldn't want to be maybe toe to toad with one of these. But I mean, it is just a big toad. You know, it's things live in here. You know, and it is gonna actually. I assume Watson is about like 20 feet up because he was.
Yeah.
I assume, you know, he was flying more or less. So.
Yeah.
Where is my giant toad? What is the range? Sorry, I just want to see the range.
Is the giant toad going to use its giant tongue to like eat
Yeah.
Watson?
It can jump 20 feet up in the air, so it's gonna move. Just want to make sure, and it's got 40 foot swim, so it moves 5, 10. It gets here, and it's gonna jump up in the air and make a bite attack against Watson, but oh no, it was hidden, so advantage because it rolled a nat 1. Okay, I rolled a 1 and then I re-rolled for advantage and got a 2. So that is a 6 to hit, and I think Watson's AC is probably more than 6. I know he's only a little dude, but yeah, he just sort of like goes to like snap his jaws, but Watson just at the last minute kind of just dashes a little bit. The frog does not get his tiny little morsel, but he is now up out of the water, visible. That is his turn. It is so you're kind of noticing now that on this side of the water, up here to the top right, up to the north, there's another bullywug, and he is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35,
Holy shit, this is so good.
40,
Across
yeah.
the water there? Okay.
50, 55, 60, 70. He goes 70, and then he goes down under the water and out of sight.
So, having seen this thing jump,
He moved. He jumped into the water, and he was
yeah,
like
but
kind of swimming, and he went.
he jumped across my line of vision, like, and then disappeared. So I am gonna shout out, like, maybe we really shouldn't have come here.
Yeah, and he kind of as I say, once you get past like maybe 8 to 10 feet. I mean, these things have a 40-foot swim, so he essentially just dashed and 80 feet, you know, in through the water. You know, that was his last known position. He went 60 feet and down, 60 plus 10 down, and then you see. So, Andy, you hear something. So, 10, 15, 20, 20. Yeah, and then Okay, Could he do that? No, you'd have to dash. 20. Yeah, you'd have to get to there. Andy, you hear something land on the roof and then pop down again beside you. So you're looking at this other frog teetering, and then one of these other taller boys with the shield and the trident kind of lands on the roof. He's just used his action to dash and has come up with the spear and is pointing it at you. But that was his action. And we are back around to Patrie, and it is gone 8 o'clock here. I suppose actually, I might, if it's all right, take the intermission just a little bit early because there's something missing from my roll 20, which seems to have disappeared. So I just need to re-upload it. If that's all right.
Perfect.
Is it all right to take a mission?
Yeah,
Mission 20 minutes or so earlier than usual.
That's perfect.
Okay, so yeah, folks, we will be back in 10 minutes. So go off and make yourself coffee, do whatever. We'll see you soon.
See you soon, folks.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Good to see you back. And we're just going to jump back into things with combat. But no, it's not into Andy. So just as things are getting pretty dicey over here, you hear something from inside the cottage, and you see more movement out of the corner of your eye. 5, 10, 15, 20. I don't know if anyone actually can see him yet. Ooh, maybe not. But you hear something coming out of the cottage, and then where is he? Another 5, 10, 15, 20 coming up to the edge. You see this. If I can zoom in on him and pull up token. It's for anyone who, for those of you who might be familiar with a certain monster in the monster manual that uses that image, don't worry, it's not a green slard. But there is a big bullywug, and he's sort of, rather than the rest of them, this guy is, he's bigger, he's fatter, he looks stronger, he's got more frills, he's wearing skulls and like bone jewelry, and he has a rather impressive spear. It's like a boar spear. It has like a crossbar, and it's a pretty hefty weapon. So this guy looks like maybe some sort of a chieftain or something. This looks like it could be the head honcho. Has come stepping out, but he has had to use his action to dash. And you can hear him croaking something. He's sort of facing facing to the west, and he is sort of saying something, and he's like, you're not sure what, but he has used his action to move and get to there. And it is now which one is this? I think it's the one next to you, Doral. Oh no, it is the one in front of Andy. This guy, this Gripply warrior, he has got you in front of him, so he is going to. I don't know if I got his stats. Okay, so multi-attack, one attack. So he basically lashes out. So first of all, he's got his shield up, his trident, and he sort of pulls back, and you're waiting. You kind of brace yourself, waiting to dodge, waiting for the trident to come in. But then he goes, "Ah!" and lets out his tongue and sends it flying at you, in a tree frog fashion. And that is a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so you are now grappled, DC 12 to escape, and while grappled, you are restrained as its tongue lashes out and sort of wraps around you, and then he goes in with his trident, and he has advantage. He gets 13, so it's a 17 to hit.
That also hits.
Okay, which is 8. 1d6. Sorry, it's one-handed. 1d6 plus a d4 if he has advantage. So he does extra damage. He does 9 points of piercing damage. As so, you're just like at this frog warrior's mercy, and he just jams the trident right in where it hurts. He goes in. 3 of the prongs go through your ribs. He just seems to aim perfectly to get it right where it hurts. That was his action. He's not moving, so that was him. Doral, you're up. You got this dude in front of you. And this frog coming up behind you.
Oh, I'm really struggling with this one. But I think it might be the best action. As a bonus action, I am going to summon up some earth from beneath my feet in a sort of gesture like this, and it covers with rock. That'll be my bonus action, and then as my action, I'm going to take dodge action.
Okay, so
that'll be my turn.
Doral is getting himself ready for a fight. He summons the Titan hand, his Ben Grimm, the Thing looking fist. And that would make it Patrie, and obviously you'll also have Watson too, right after.
So this big froggo, so I'm gonna get him because he tries to get my little Watson. So I'm going to cast.
He's 20 feet below Watson right now because he jumped. So you can just fly out of there if you want. You won't be getting reactions.
And he's got a 20-foot jump. You said 20
yeah,
foot?
but he can only do that like on his turn. He'd have to move. You know, he can't like jump 20 feet to opportunity attack. You know.
Okay. Well, I'm going to cast Inflict Wounds and hold it for Watson to do for me.
It's a release, yeah.
Okay, so I'm holding that.
Yeah.
And Watson is going to use his attack for strike, 30-foot range. Oh, not sure why that's one with advantage, but
sure. Yeah, so that is a hit.
So then I guess I roll. It doesn't roll the.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the trick? I have to click on the actual.
Oh.
No, I can't. Okay, just one.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, so he hits him for 6.
Nice.
And
yeah.
Reaction, he'll swoop down and apply my inflict wounds.
Nice.
And I guess I will do that. What is that? 3d10?
I think so, yeah. Okay, pretty good. So Watson sort of like spins up in the air as he's coming down. He kind of gives he fires off his blast, and then when he reaches, he like does a little flip, and suddenly the liquid inside him goes from green. It kind of turns to this black ichor, and it just a little string of it, like a symbiote almost, like drips out, splashes on the giant frog, and you can see it like spreading across, like in a vein-like pattern across the top of his head, and then it seeps into his skin, and you can see it bubbling, and it's like eating the flesh as he takes this necrotic damage. It's thrashing in the water, and it's rolling, and it is like smoke is coming off of it, and you can see past its flesh is being rotted from inflict wounds.
Cool. I'm gonna move right to the edge.
Now, Yeah, so Watson can try and move it, but obviously Watson has gone down to touch it. So if he want, he can move away, but this thing will get a snap at him.
I think he's gonna try.
Yeah, he'll get attacked next turn.
Because otherwise, if he's there with his attack.
He's gonna realistically attack regardless, because this thing is this little mosquito is particularly troublesome, which is probably what he thinks he is.
So he's going to. I'm gonna send him over to his side. He's gonna come help out over here. If he can. I guess I shouldn't move yet, should I? He should.
No. I mean, it won't. How many hit points does Watson have actually?
Watson's got. Oh, it says 1, but hang on. 1 plus your intelligence modifier plus your artificer level. So what is that? 4 plus 5 plus. So 9.
Okay, so as he's pulling away, this thing snaps and just gets the thing, and you feel it, Patri. Like, it doesn't hurt you, but you feel there's a little hairline, a crack in the vial as he takes 6 points of piercing damage and is grappled as this thing has got Watson in his jaws. This big trying to gobble up Watson. And on its next turn, it will be able to attempt to swallow. So Watson will get the chance on his next turn to get out, but this thing on its turn can attempt to try and swallow something that it's got in its mouth. Now, if Watson dies, you can resummon him with, gold and some time and whatnot.
He's got evasion. And what's evasion? That's if he's. Oh, if it involves a dex save.
Oh, yeah, it's like the thing that monks and rogues get, right? Yeah. Okay, that is.
Okay. So he's stuck to me though, so I can't move him. So I bring him back.
Yes, sorry, that is. Yeah, I should have. So, because I forgot, of course, that it's the way it works. They bite, and if the frog bites something, it's grappled, and then on its next turn, it can attempt to swallow it.
Does anyone remember what square he was in?
He was in that one, yeah. As far as I'm. Can remember. I'm pretty sure he was in that one. Which makes it Andy's turn. You are restrained. You can.
It's like twitching, watching this poor little baby.
Yeah, I know. Andy, you can use an action to try and break the grapple.
Strength save?
It is a strength save. The DC is 12, I think. Right? Yeah, 12.
Okie dokie. 17.
Yeah, you're slipping out and wriggling and bursting, and you end up sort of getting enough free that you pull a little blade and the arrow, because you had your bow, so the arrow kind of just nick this thing's tongue, and it recoils, and so it just gives you enough time to throw off.
So can I actually did have my daggers out at the moment, so it's
sorry, I thought you had. I just assumed you had your bow. So yeah.
Can I offhand dagger him then as a bonus?
Technically, you can only do the bonus action
if I
attack if you attacked. Yeah. But of course, you've still got all your other cunning action stuff.
So yeah, I think I'll disengage and back away. 5, 10.
I mean, you could try dive in the water if you want,
No. Oh crap!
Swim, right?
And as she goes there, she'll spot this other one, and she'll be like, "Crap!" and she'll just kind of stay where she is.
Yeah, kind of hearing he running. This guy, you hear he's finished. He turns around and this guy is the size of a human and a little less. He's you know what? He's kind of like dwarven proportions. He's kind of squat and stocky, and he's got a big belly and this big spear and all these. What I'm sure to him is very very bougie regal looking clothing. It's just like a bunch of mud and bones and reeds. To you.
So that is Andy.
Okay. So, that is this guy. This fella here. Where is he? This guy that got magic missiled. I think. Yeah, the guy, the little warrior here shouts a command at him and he starts 5, 10, 15, 20. And he gets to there because he'll probably have to kind of shimmy along there. He's looking pretty reluctant, he's kind of being like, his commanding officer is sort of like get after him, and he's completely fucked, and he doesn't really seem to want to. He seems reluctant, but he moves, and he gets as far as here, and it's sort of teetering on the he's kind of teetering on the edge, and he throws a spear at you, Andy, but it goes wide. He just tosses his weapon, because he doesn't want to get too close, but he is currently unarmed. His spear is, kind of over here somewhere. That was him. Which dude is this? So
next to Boyd.
15, 20.
If you put your cursor over them, it'll highlight the token on the map.
Oh no, I know. I've just it was one of the other guys who kind of went around the corner and underwater, so I was just plotting his movement. And then it is this dude next to Boyd. So he is going to he's going to attempt to do the same thing. Oof, okay, thankfully the tongue doesn't do any damage because that was a nat 20. So he lashes out. You are restrained by the tongue, and then he is going to go in for an attack.
Did he attack me at disadvantage though? Because I did the dodge action.
Oh, you did the dodge. Yeah, and that's a 4.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and the thing is, he and these guys don't have multi-attack. They can use their tongue or they use their trident, but the thing is, if they have advantage, the trident does more damage, and if they hit someone with the tongue attack, they can follow up with the trident. But the tongue, he goes wide, and you just, you duck and weave and it goes wide, and then he's left himself open. So he just, it's a bit of a kind of a gamble on their part. So that is him. He's staying firm, he's holding his ground, and he's kind of glancing up the ladder, watching his back. But Pouches, it's your turn. It's kind of tricky. The last time you saw, say, that frog, he was down around there somewhere, or of course, obviously, you can go for someone visible.
I will go for someone visible, and I am going to.
Always a good move.
I'm going to go for Big Froggy Boss over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
And I'm going to point to a piece of loose stone over this way, and I'm going to catapult it into him.
Yeah. Nice. Go for it.
It's a dex save on your part.
Oh, I always forget that's not a... It seems like an attack roll thing to me. I don't know why.
Holy crap, is that bad?
It's like you're flinging. Oh,
4.
He got
4. 3d8, I got 4.
Oh, that doesn't do half the damage, does it?
No, DC.
No, even though he got a 16. It just, there's a bit of rock is flying, and he just turns around, and it just happens to turn around, and it hits his shield, and it bounces. He just avoided that. Sorry, man.
It happens. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, so then, Andy, you can hear more. You hear something else 10, 15, 20. Coming from the cottage. Can I?
Oh, for all that's holy, there can't be more of them.
Yeah. Okay. This thing just 5, 10, 20, 25. Yeah, this thing just steps out, and now coming out of the. Now it's sort of taking shape in your mind when you caught movement or caught a glimpse of something in the cottage. There was a table, so it looks like possibly these two are sort of were in conference. So because like sort of waddling out is this small-sized little frog person. He's yellow and like speckled. He looks again kind of more like a dart frog, but he's got this big headdress and like a staff, and he's coming out and he's looking and he's like, and you can see his throat is way bigger than other. It's this like red like colored throat, and it's inflating and deflating, and the chieftain or the Bullywug Royal, as he is called, is, you know, and they just yeah, they are speaking in ribbits to each other, and then responding to its master's command, the second giant toad pops out of the water and just moves. All it does is it just moves 5 feet closer and looks up at the Bullywug Royal, is awaiting his further commands. And where's this dude? So this dude pops out of the water.
Sorry, who's he waiting his command from?
From the big chieftain.
The big guy with the bullseye on his neck.
Yeah, this guy, and then so this. Yeah, this guy has actually, because he wasn't actually quite close enough. They only have 20 foot of land movement, so this guy is going to have to dash to spring out of the water and get up behind Pouches with his spear drawn. So this red guy came up behind Pouches. Then 10, and now it is the Bullywug Royal's turn. And he is going to... Sorry guys, where is it? Oh, bear with me 1 minute. I just want to see, is it during? Okay, yeah, it's... Okay, that's fine. So he is going to spend 10 feet of his movement to... hang on. To... he's spending 10 feet of his movement to jump and mount the giant frog. So he sits on it like a king on his mighty steed, and he's just and he's just kind of swings his spear in the air, and he's, you know, and you see, like, you hear from kind of around the few bullywugs that are left and the Gripply warriors and this croaker, they all respond to their brave king's command. But now I'm just, you know, it's been so long. I don't actually think I've ever had somebody use a mount in combat, nor I'm not sure if I've ever actually used a mount, so I'm just double checking that it was half his movement to mount. Trailing mount, one man, you 2 options, you close and control the mount. It's not okay, so I think it uses the frog's movement. So 5, 10. Okay. 5, 10, 20, 25. 40. And he has it's used its action to. Okay, actually, it's going to use its action to dash, and it's going to get here, or just actually, yeah. Okay, so he has swum up, and it's this dude, this Gripply up here, and he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Its tongue is still sore. It doesn't really want to go for the tongue attack again. What's your AC, Andy?
16.
Okay. Okay. That is. Yeah, he. Where is it? Ooh. Yeah, he gets 17 to hit, and then there's 5 piercing damage as he comes in and stabs with the spear again.
Is that the end of his turn?
That is the end of his turn.
I am, by dint of being a skirmisher, I can move up to half my speed as a reaction
You can.
when an enemy ends beside me without provoking an attack. So that's 15. So considering that the guy with the bullseye neck is around the corner, I'm going to take my chances and duck into the house. So 5, 10, 5,
Yep.
10, 15.
Okay. Right, you open the door, or that door to that part of the house, and it is just an outhouse. So it's a little 5x5.
So I'm hiding in the loo.
Yeah, not a bad move, honestly. They can't tongue you through the loo hole, through the door.
Really?
I know what I said. Yeah, I hope this outhouse doesn't have a
You
glory
stand by
hole.
what you said.
Yeah. Do you bonus I mean, you could bonus action hide. Or do you have to use a bonus action to, or is it a reaction to?
That's just a reaction when somebody finishes in your turn. So it's,
I forgot it wasn't your turn. It was outside. Yeah. Well, it's yours.
I
Is
should have actually
coming...
done it when the dude with the spear came at me that time, but I forgot. Maybe I wouldn't have gotten unmatched.
Well,
probably though.
Well, there's no enemies between you and Doral. So Doral, you're up. Then it'll be Tree, then Andy. So Doral, yeah, it's your turn.
All right then. Is this the guy riding the mount? Yeah.
It is the guy. Yeah, it's a little unclear.
That's okay. No.
Mounted.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna turn my back to the guy behind me and wheel on that guy. Do I have to pick a target, either the mount or him?
I don't.
Are they a single target? I'm not sure.
I think you have to. I think you choose.
Okay.
If I remember my mounted rules correctly, you have to choose.
Yeah, I think if you have an effect, certain effects that would like buff you, I think you can also buff your mount. I think there's something like that with interactions with certain things, or that might be a cavalier. That might be specific to the fighter subclass.
Minded combat or something.
Oh, mounted combatant. Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, so I'll target the mount. Because I doubt I can actually reach up and hit him. I am a dwarf after all, and this is a giant toad.
Well, I'm thinking, right? So this is about 5 feet. Elevation. They're the rocks.
Oh.
And the toad is bound to be a couple of feet out of the water. And he is sitting on it, so you're probably near enough eye level because he was planning to attack you on the.
All right, then if that's the case, I'll attack him. Okay, I am going to spend a moxie, or going to spend a grip point to give him the old one too, and
Go for it.
I'll have a total of 3 attacks against him. So first one.
Nice.
Oh, is that why did it roll 2 dice? Is it because it critted? No.
I don't know. No, it's weird. It like the calculation just says 1 plus your strength, but it's weird. It's like it rolled dice to represent.
That's what confused me.
Modifier or something.
So a 24 to hit for 5 bludgeoning damage for the first one.
That is a hit. He's got 15 AC. He's got hide armor and a shield like his tall, cripply warriors.
Okay, so I just like a 1, 2, 3. So that was the first one. Second one is a 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
10. The third one is a 12 to hit, which misses. But luckily, I have my rock fist out, and the first attack that misses, I get to re-roll it. I think. First time you miss with an unarmed strike, each turn you can make an additional unarmed strike. Cool.
Oh, sweet.
So swinging him one last time for a total of 21 for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, nice. So that was nice. That was 24 points of damage. And yeah, so you actually see, like those of you would see that this guy's come up on his mount. He's got the spear. The royal, the chieftain, the king. You know, Capu di Capi. You know, has come up. And then, Doral, you just reach up with this massive stone fist, and it's, you know, just one across the jaw, you know, then one in the gut, and he kind of like, he keels over, and you swing wide, but then you come up and uppercut him, and he's like, he almost falls off the mount. You see his face is already like swelling up, you know, and he's all bruised all over, and the guy behind you is, you know, one of the royal guard. And some of the bullywugs, they all kind of look as the king kind of just got bitch slapped a little bit there. Probably the biggest, you know, toughest dude they know. He's still standing and he's still like ready for a fight, but it was like, ooh, yeah, you know, the Don just took a few slaps. So
as I hit him with the last one, I shout, "Take that, you dirty snotling fondler!"
Oh, nice. So yeah, that is. I'm assuming that's Doral. Is he?
Yeah, that's my turn.
That's where he is. Yeah. Okay. Patri.
What does a crossbow hit for?
A D8. Unless it's was it a light? Yeah, D8.
Yeah, that's not all that spectacular, but I don't want to use up the rest of my spells. You know what I'm gonna do?
You could go for. I mean, you've always got acid splash. You've always got the cantrips.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna do acid
splash.
Cool. Because they're all grouped together.
Oh yeah.
If I get it on this one, and this is my second, would his mount also get?
I would say it would be.
Or would that count as the second?
It would be one of the either this guy and the mount he's on, or the other one, you know, him and either of the frogs, of the toads,
I'll
but not both.
Bosso and the guy next to him, that's below.
The guy that's got Watson in his jumpers.
Yeah. So.
I think it's a deck save from me, is it? Yeah, DC 14. 12. Let me just double check. That is a 13, and then that is a fail for both of them. So they do both take 6 points of acid. They take max damage. So that is.
I should check what's the name. Oh yes.
No, yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Should be all good.
And I'm going to use. I'll use. He'll take the dodge action, I guess, to get away.
Who is?
I'll as Watson's. Oh no, sorry. How does that work? Because he's grappled.
Yeah, he's great. So he will have to make a DC 13, a strength check, or a strength check to get out of the grapple. Well, athletics or acrobatics. Sorry.
But they're both strength.
No, sorry. Acrobatics is dex. Sorry, because it works like a regular grapple. So you can either make a strength, like an athletic skill check, or an acrobatics, and acrobatics would be dex.
Okay, I'll do dex, because that allows it to make a dex save. I know. Well, okay, that's the damage. Okay, roll dex. 15.
Okay, 15. Yeah, that is enough. So Watson manages to just pull himself free, and actually, as he's doing that, Patry lets out the bubble of acid. It floats up into the sky, and then like a cloud thins and pops, and like an acid rain sort of filters down over these guys and starts to singe their flesh. And Watson has freed from the grasp. So
Run, Watson,
Does
run!
anyone need healing? Does anyone look like they're hurt? So I can do the bonus action.
Was Watson gonna run away there?
Well, yeah, he's going to. Okay, so does that count as his action? How does that work?
sorry, it is his action to escape from the grapple.
Okay, so he can still move though. So
He
he'll
can
just
still
go
move.
straight in the air. He'll go 30 feet in the air.
Okay. And the frog, both frogs actually, because the two frogs, as he pulls away and he's trying to escape, actually both of them see him, and they go to opportunity attack and snap him. But the two of them go at the same time and bonk, they like bonk off each other's heads, henchman style, and they fall back into the water. The royal has, gotten a grip of his mount.
Thank you, Madam Watson.
Yeah, so Watson is currently 30 feet up in the air. And that would make it Andy's turn.
So, the two big frogs, they're still above water though, are they?
Yeah, they're above water level right now.
Okay. So, Andy, having realized that she's just ducked into an outhouse and hasn't really got anywhere to go and is being rapidly surrounded, is
It's like
going...
a metaphor for her life right now.
Yeah, just a little bit kind of in the shit house. She is going to do the following. She's going to burst out here, run down to the cliff, jump with her running start onto the frog.
Oh.
Then she's going to disengage and dash by jumping over here to get to here.
Okay.
That's what she's planning. Anyway, I don't know if I have to roll.
I was going to say,
Jump there.
just give...
or if it's not feasible.
I mean, for, athletics is climbing, I'm going to say, because it would technically be an athletics thing, running and leaping and jumping, but Andy's actually got pretty good strength, so I don't feel like I'm handicapping you too much on this one. So give me an athletics check.
Okay, she might be about to start testing her swimming skills, but let's see. I'm going to use my bless to add to that. To make it to make it a 7. Okay.
So you do you get to there. So you run and you jump and you leap and you do manage to just barely bounce off the frog, and it gives a little, and then you, never mind. And you leap and you just miss. There's not quite as much spring off of the frog as it's quite buoyant. It's not like a good jumping off point. But you manage and you grip, and you're not it's 5 feet, so you're your boots are in the water, but you're gripped onto the edge, so you will have to use, you're kind of effectively prone. You'll have to use half your movement on your next turn to pull
To
yourself
get
up.
back up.
But you are over there, yeah.
Yeah.
It
For
was still
now.
a pretty impressive feat for Andy.
So yeah, that is Andy's turn.
Okay. Then it is. Where is he? I gotta pull the map out. Okay. Yeah, this guy. Yeah. Seeing this guy's got his this pink bullywug over here. You know, his this other dude over here has his back to him, and the chief is looking a bit rough. Well, like, I mean, he's not looking too rough, but he's, you know, getting stuck in, or he's getting he's getting, you know, a bit of opposition there. So he actually turns 5, 10. Oh no, he would actually just jump 5, 15, and it appears that this guy is swimming away. Yeah, he is swimming away, as far as you can tell. Because he is very weak. He's bleeding profusely. And then,
What color are the frog's blood?
I'm gonna say green. It's, you know. 15. Okay. Okay. And this dude pops out of here and uses action to dash to get up onto the rock, onto the cliff. And it is the guy behind Doral. It is this Gripply warrior. And he is gonna go for, I think he's gonna go for the tongue thing again. That's not, no, but that is a miss. That is 5 + 4. Yeah, he misses again. He goes for the tongue, but you're in the zone. You know, it's like you're ducking and weaving. This guy's like a fly at your back. You're focused on the big dude. You're focused on, you know, on the heavyweight. This guy's just bothering you at the back. So he misses and looks rather frustrated, but he is standing his ground. And it is Pouches.
Oh, Pouch is gonna do something dumb. He's gonna ignore the guy behind him, and he is going to cast Ice Knife.
Mm-hmm.
And he is going to attempt to hit the chieftain with an Ice Knife.
Okay.
Okay, I don't know why I did that.
That is the deck save for the thing, but do you do it? You do
I
an
do an
attack
attack
roll
roll,
for the
yeah.
initial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just give me a d20. Yeah.
6 plus 7's 13.
It's 15 AC, unfortunately.
So they
but
both
hit or miss, it
have
explodes.
to make the dex save. So both the
Yeah.
giant toads and him need to make dex saves.
They
against
both fail.
And him.
Hmm?
And the chieftain.
Yeah, no, they both fail.
Both toads. Both giant frogs.
Oh, of course. Sorry,
And
they are within 10 feet. Sorry.
5. I did measure it out beforehand.
Oh, well, he is within 5 anyway, because the edge of, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to roll for the second toad. Who the second toad makes it, but does he take half? No. Oh, no. So.
No.
Okay, and piercing. So cool,
So
yeah,
they
max
take
11
cold
cold damage, or not max, but
1 off.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay, yeah, so Pouches sort of forms up his ice knife, and sort of throws it, but he's not Andy with a dagger throw. He's a wizard, and it goes just wide, but then it's like it's just missed, and he's fuck it. It clicks his fingers, and it just explodes and shatters next to the Bullywug chieftain's head. And yeah, all these little shards just dig into him, and it kind of rakes across his face, and he's looking rough. Yeah, I don't know if you're trying to move or what you're doing.
Just stay there.
But sorry, excuse me.
Bless you.
No, thank you. It is the Croaker Shaman. And he is right. I just need to double check his movement. I'm pretty sure they should all be. Oh, he's got a little bit more. 25.
How's the chieftain looking now?
The chieftain is looking. He's looking pretty rough. He's not in good shape. So can I just need to check. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm just checking the range on some of this thing. All right. Okay. 5, 10. Can I 15, 20? No. 4. No, you can't get there. So. You might have to dash, yeah. Any 5. So this guy uses action to dash, and leaps across there. But just before he does, you hear he lets out some kind of little melodic kind of some little call. He seems to sort of throw his voice in a strange way. Yeah, I don't think he can. Oh, hang on. No, not worth it to him. Okay, never mind. So that was his turn. It is the giant toad that. The red giant toad. His initiative has been changed to the chieftains because they are mounted. So it's this giant toad who is looking pretty rough. Yeah, he can't reach Watson, even though he would like to. He is kind of snapping at him. He is going to move. He sees. Then he's currently not being commanded. He's going to move to Andy. Yeah, no, he's moved to Andy, and he sees her feet dangling, and he goes to snap, but it grabs a boot and then locks on, and then starts to pull and takes your boot. So you're down one boot, but you're alive. Yeah. And that was his turn. It is the dude behind Pouches who is just completely misses. Is frustrated, like, because actually I want to double check. Can he? He can still bite. So no, but that was a 2. So Pouches, yeah, he's like a wily little, he's a ferret, he just kind of.
Second leave.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's completely.
Let's be honest, Pouches has a big mouth and grew up on the streets. He'd need to learn how to like run.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he's got pretty good dex and pretty good con, because it's like he has to know how to run, but then also you can't always get away, so you have to learn how to at least take a punch, you know. Okay. Yeah, it is now the chieftain's turn. And right, let me just see. Or the Bullywug Royal, I should say. It doesn't really. Oh, sorry, I got choices here. Yeah. He's gonna go for it. So that is 13 plus 5. 21. So what's your AC, Doral?
15.
Okay, yeah, so an 18 and a 21, because he has advantage on melee attacks while he's mounted. So he comes in first. He comes in first with the spear. So he pulls this. Where is it? Okay. Will you give me a DC 13 strength save, Doral?
24.
That's fine. You're not knocked prone. So he comes in and he's all fuck. He jams the spear like right into your side and kind of like locks it in. You can feel him trying to like press you to the ground with it, but you hold and you get your hand, because there's like I said, it's like a boar spear. It has like a crossbar, so it's like that's like pressed under your ribs. You kind of get a hand in and you're pushing back. He's like and then he goes in with how much is?
As I grab the haft of the spear, I shout, "Is there any more in that house in there? It's like a goddamn carriage full of clowns."
And it's a bite, but I'm gonna just flavor it as instead you come in, two of you're gritting your, you're like gritting your teeth, and his like chest, his throat is swelling, and he just headbutts you in the forehead, and you take 9 more bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
As he and you see him, if a big toad could smile, he's
did
like.
The first attack do damage? Sorry, I know the second one did.
Oh, sorry, it did 10.
10.
Spear did 10.
19 total. Cool.
Yeah, and the bite unarmed did 9.
By the way, Ben, a little cross half piece on a spear called a nut.
Ah, excellent! I didn't know that. A little, you've just seen a boar spear. It has the nut to stop the boar running up the and goring you.
Well, they'll fucking do that.
Yeah. Well, I guess even if they weren't doing it intentionally, I guess the force of if it's coming at you, it's like a car crash. I guess if it's coming at you real fast and you stab it, it's gonna just like run straight up the spear. So I don't think. He's happy for the moment anyway, locked in combat with Doral. So it is this dude who is the Gripply warrior here across the water. And I just want to check he's got 30. 5, 10, 30. Yeah. Okay, he's gonna dash, so he uses his movement to leap across the ravine and then bound up onto the cliff here to engage Patry, but that is his turn. And it is Doral.
Ooh. That's a tough choice.
Yeah, so you got the dude on his mount, the shaman. So you got the chieftain, or the royal, the shaman. There's this dude, the Gripply warrior, behind you.
I think.
Fifth edition has a good, as of Candlekeep Mysteries, has a good selection of like amphibian. There's bullywugs and grung
Really cool.
and Gripply from Candlekeep. They're like, you know, so there's the little shaman is like is grung size. You know, he's like a little tree frog looking dude.
I think
So we have like three frog races and no dog.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna make him just a little bit smaller, just to.
I am gonna attack the big guy in the mount, I think. So it'll be an action for an unarmed strike. That is a 10 to hit.
Oh, sorry, mate.
And then I'm gonna attack him again for my bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not today.
Oh, yeah, sorry, mate.
It's all good. That's the way she goes. That is my turn.
Okay, Patri, you have this tall frog dude with a sort of the shields that looks like reed or like wicker or something. You know, they're these kind of tall, almost lozenge sort of elliptical shields.
Oh, I forgot. I have the rock hand out, so I can re-roll one of those.
When you miss, yeah, once
when I miss, I forgot about that.
Go for it. Sorry,
that's okay. Oh, it's just not up. A 12.
Okay, sorry, mate. Yeah, bad luck. Patri. Sorry.
Okay. So with my inflict wounds, I can use it once as a spell, but I can also use it once every long rest as an.
Yeah, that's it. You get it once without having to use a spell slot.
So I'm gonna use that as. I'm gonna use the other option, one that I didn't use. I guess I counted it as a spell last time, so I'll use it as a non-spell.
Yep.
For this guy beside me, and. Oh, not 20.
Oh, fucking so. All right, so roll 6d10.
God damn, we needed that. Nice.
Yeah.
41. Too bad that wasn't on the chieftain.
Yeah, just 1 second. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That is, yeah, the chieftain has taken 41 points of damage total, so in one. God damn. Yeah, this guy, like, he's come up, you know, sees this little shrunken, shriveled dude. He's, you know, about the size of a grung, you know, he's just bossing these guys around, you know, and he's like, he's just getting ready to skewer himself a little snack, you know, a little free sample at Costco, you know. Little cocktail weenie on a stick, you know? And he's like, he's rising up the thing, and then Patri just like pulls a little vial out, and then he's like, mixes, and then like cracks. You hear the vial crack in his hand, and it's like all this black goo, kind of again like a symbiote, like spreads over his hand for a second, and he just plats it right onto his chest. And then it slicks off your hand and sticks to him, and it starts making this like agonized, like some kind of warble, this ribbit, like, and just in seconds, Pouches, you see it. It is the most horrific thing you've ever seen. This thing is just rotted, like eaten away before your eyes. When it's done, there is nothing left of this warrior. There is a small puddle of biomass that, like, he just disintegrated.
I don't think Patches has yet forgotten about the last time the tree used that and melted the guy's face off. So debatable
but
whether it was the worst
he
beast.
melted him. He
Woo!
melted his whole self. Like he just rotted. He did. Yeah, these things have 19 hit points. It just fucked him up. Yeah, it was awesome. Andy. Oh no, sorry, Patri, you've still got movement and Watson and stuff. Sorry.
Yeah. So
My bad.
Watson will attack this guy here with his. I think he's got a 30-foot range.
Yeah,
on-
he can shoot from up there.
10. Does that hit? No.
It does not, unfortunately.
Okay. I think he'll stay maybe where.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't.
he'll stay 30 feet up. where
Sure.
he is. I think I'm good where I am.
Cool. Sorry, Andy. You are technically prone.
So I'm going to use half my movement to climb up to my feet.
Mhm. Yep.
Is Durrell still up on his feet and not prone or anything?
He didn't get knocked prone, and he ain't dead yet.
Okie dokie then. So I have my daggers, so I am going to stab at the big red bullseye on your man's neck in front of me. With one, and then the other dagger while I am kind of angrily muttering about my missing boot and the fact that I didn't survive the bloody butchers to be killed by a pack of frogs. So she's quite irate, shall we say. First the dagger, which is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that is it.
Is Andy putting herself
for
move you over, by the way?
11 damage altogether.
Yeah.
And then the offhand dagger is only an 8 to hit.
Okay, that one is missed, but yeah, the first one comes in, and you just stab right in the neck. This thing like, and it's like, and the green like spurting out, and he's swinging his like staff around at you, and the second one when he's flailing, you miss. You're just like fucking, it's like fucking, yeah.
Stab.
Are you doing anything else?
No, that Andy is just, I think, too wrapped up in her stab frenzy at the moment to even consider really moving away. Plus, she doesn't want to move far in this horrible, horrible swampy place with only one boot.
That is totally fair.
I was just asking, is Andy pulling herself up, like move her one space in, or is she like still balanced on the cliff edge?
Kind of teach her. She can still stand on the because it's
still at the edge of the cliff. Yeah.
If she doesn't move.
No, I was just checking.
I think there's enough. I think there's space under me for that. Kind
of.
of.
Or actually, no, actually, yeah, maybe move into the next one because it actually does look like. Oh, I see. Yeah, I thought there was more green there. But
yeah, me too.
Okay. Yeah, but that is.
That's what I was checking.
Yeah, no, you're right. What was I doing? Okay. It is now. Which one of these dudes is it? Yeah, this. Oh yeah. I need to do one more thing.
No more things. No more things for you. Banned from things.
Where was this dude? Okay. Oh shit. Fuck. I deleted a dude. Doesn't matter. I don't care. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, this guy is gonna he's not moving or much. He is gonna at disadvantage. So 15 plus or 14 rather. 14 plus 3, 17 to hit. Andy, this dude throws this little grong over here, or this bullywug rather, throws his spear at you.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Okay. That is. Where are you now? That is 6 damage. Actually, he did manage to hit, and it just digs into your shoulder. He does not seem to want to get closer to the battle because he just saw Patri just sort of disintegrate the Gripply in front of him. And then he dives into the water. That was him. And then, which dude is that? Okay, it is now the guy behind Doral. He's still seeing Doral as the threat, so will he... Fuck, no, he misses again. This Gripply behind Doral, he has missed. He's just gonna keep trying to wrap you up. The tongue.
Stop licking me, you weirdo.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is my thing on? Okay, so that means it is Pouches.
For another boom. Boom time. I'm gonna cast Shatter again.
Sure thing. Okay, so it's 60
That's
feet.
bullshit.
And where is it centered?
10 feet. The centered.
Oh, range is 60 feet, sorry.
There.
Okay, so
It's the chieftain, both frogs, and the shaman.
nice. So chieftain. Con,
Not really.
right?
Yeah, con.
Okay. This one. This one. This 2. So, and DC 14
15.
or 15 rather. Well, they all fail.
Everyone takes 10 thunder.
Nice. They are thunderstruck. Thunderstruck. So 10, right?
10 points to each of them.
Nice. 1 and let me just be sure on one thing. Yeah, so it's like this yeah. So that just comes up and releases this, but there's like you see the air kind of ripple like very subtly until it reaches this point, and then there's a cacophonous boom, and you see the chieftain like rattled. You can see like blood seeping out of like nostrils and from his eyes. Like, the croaker, the shaman. I mean, is like his throat like seems to start like vibrating in a sort of a strange resonance with it. The chieftain's mount is thrashing, and but then it comes to a crescendo, and this frog, the giant toad over here, just pops like and just kind of like explodes.
Please tell me it's flat standing in its guts, please.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say Andy's standing there.
But only on the foot where she doesn't have a shoe.
And she's just like, this day cannot get any better.
Yeah. And so are you moving, Pouches?
I'm gonna stand right there.
Cool. Tram is not moving.
I'll just wait for Patri to come over and ult the other one next to me.
Sure. Just 1 second.
I don't think I have any spells.
Okay, so the Croaka Shaman is up now. And
One more.
I think. Okay. I'm just trying to decide what it would go for. I think. Yeah. It would. Okay, so it uses its Ruglog action. So the Croaker sings an ode to an elder Froghemoth, and then each of its allies within 30 feet. So, I mean, this guy as well, actually. Let me see, 5, 10, 15, 20. No, that guy's out of range.
I think he's the only
Yeah.
ones I can
Each
see.
of them gain 10 temporary hit points. And then he is going to leap. And I think, though, even though he's on 5, 10, yeah, even though he is no, he'll go there. Even though he's jumping, I think Andy and Doral would get an attack of opportunity if they want to take one, as he just bound over your head. That is a hit for Doral.
Okay. For a total of 2. Or sorry, a total of 6, sorry.
Okay, so what was that on? 20. Oh, actually, I didn't get them. So, I think 6. Okay. Yeah, so you come in and you actually sort of like clock him in the back of the head as he's jumping away. And then it is not that toad because he's gone. So it's this guy. It's this guy behind pouches, and he's going to go spear and bite. The spear, I think, is going to miss because they only have +3. Yeah, so that's a 10 and a 15 to hit for the bite.
Is that against me?
No,
Sorry,
pouches. Sorry, I meant to.
The bite hits, but I'm going to shield.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think he's just still like trying to like he wants to get this. He's standing right there. The wizard's just ignoring him, and he's just like, he's constantly just trying to get him. He can't. Now it saw Petrie get attacked, so from the tree line, 5, 10. Yeah, sorry, 5, 15, 20, 30. What is its speed? So 30, 35, 40. So this the dog, the sort of Irish wolfhound. I can't remember if we gave it a name. It's my bad. I think I might have to go back and check. It is moving, and it's just going to dash, and it's going to move another little bit and kind of get up next to Petrie with its action. It saw Petrie being attacked and kind of moved in. But, you know, that was a couple of seconds ago, and now it's a pile of goop where once there was a danger. And it's now, it's the chief. And clinging to life, just barely, but bolstered by his shaman vizier. He is going to attack. No, he's not going to do his. Yeah, he'll just attack. Okay, that is a 21 to hit with his spear, Doral, and
Yeah, 15 that hits.
a 20 to hit with his bite.
Hits.
And will you give me a DC 13 strength save?
It's an 18 pass.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, he rolled bad on the spear, so it's 5 damage with the spear.
Okay.
And it is 6 plus 3. And 9 with the bite. He's doing well with the bite.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna spend my reaction to do bloody but unbowed. So this strike seems to take away Durrell's look of happiness. Normally he looks thrilled in the fight, but now he looks a bit more serious, and he's ducked down into a stance and has got his defenses up.
yeah, he still had the spear like in, so it does a bit of damage. It's more so him sort of raking the spear back out, and then he kind of like gloms onto your neck and pulls away a chunk out of your neck with his teeth, because he does have these sort of this very like kind of like milky. He does have these very subtle teeth in his mouth.
I gained some temporary hit points as well, so I'm going to roll for those.
I think he is gonna. Yeah, he's not. He's actually going to. I think for a second he is gonna 5, 10. He's just gonna back away. 10 now. I think you've already.
I've used my reaction. I can't use an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah. So. Yeah, he's just sort of stepping back, and then it's Betray.
Okay. Well, what else are you looking? He's hurting, isn't he? He's barely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how hurting is hurting? Can I choose to have Watson go before me? Or does he have to go after?
I think it says he takes his turn directly after yours, but I mean, to be honest, I don't really see the issue with him going before you. The exception is obviously if he goes before you, he won't be able to do you cast the spell and then and then he uses his thing, So
Right.
I have no problem if you want to let him do his turn first, but he'll miss out on the opportunity to channel a spell because you wouldn't have cast it.
It's okay. I'll do acid splash on him and his mouth.
Yep. Go for it. Okay. So he succeeds, but the mount doesn't. So unfortunately, the mount has taken damage, but it just kind of pops. But he puts his shield up, and it manages to strike that instead. Is Petrie moving?
No, but I'm gonna then Watson will cast his
Yeah.
his force strike. 15.
Yeah, on the chief.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a hit. That's on the money.
7. Having this shitty little laptop sucks a little bit. 1d4, 16.
Oh, wait, yeah, not bad. So, yeah. So again, he sends out this little bolt of force, and the guy's pretty rough, and it's coming towards him, and it's like it seems to instead it strikes, and you can kind of see this it's almost a film, like a slimy film over him that it splats and it kind of dissipates instead. Obviously, it's hitting. He's got the temporary hit points. Seems to have almost like a slick, slimy sort of skin of of health over him. So is Watson sticking in that position? Is he moving?
No, I'm gonna move Watson back closer.
Cool.
I'll come hang out next to
Yeah.
Benny.
So that's Patrie, right?
That was much less exciting than the last one.
Yeah, well, it's going to take a while, I think, to get a turn like that again. It was awesome. Doral, it's your turn. The chief has kind of like, sort of, attacked and seems to have retreated. He is like under this, when somebody goes to strike, you saw Patrie or Watson fire at him, and then it kind of bounced this protective layer, but just looking at him, he looks like within an inch of life. He is destroyed.
Let's see.
But he obviously does still have some sort of, like some magic is kind of keeping him clinging on.
That's great. I'm going to rotate around this guy that way and seeing the opportunity attack this shaman dude.
Sure.
So first unarmed strike is a 25.
That is a hit, and that's 6, right?
6 bludgeoning damage. And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do the same again. For a total of 14 to hit. Does that hit?
That is his AC. So that hits.
Cool. And I do 6 bludgeoning damage to him.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Nice. Yeah, and he's Andy's gonna be up next. The Doral comes in and again kind of just clocks this guy across the face. And I mean, this guy really isn't used to being hit. He's he's still standing, but like it seems to hurt. He doesn't have as high constitution as Pouches, but he's their Pouches. He's their mage. It looks like Andy, sorry, you're up.
So Andy was intending to throw a dagger after the shaman dude, but having seen how injured the guy riding the other toad is, she's going to swing up her crossbow instead and fire at him.
Go for it.
An 18 to hit.
That is a hit.
Or 5 damage.
Okay. So, it's like, you see it strikes it, but it kind of, it's almost like it sticks in and this goopy film kind of like slows it, and it does kind of, sink into it, but it doesn't quite reach his flesh, but it does diminish this whole protective film that he has on him, and it's looking thinner, very, very, very thin actually.
That's Andy's gonna stick where she is, I think, with her severely now goop covered back to the cliff wall.
Yeah, she's like she's been on Nickelodeon circa the 1990s. That is one. Sorry, gang. Just give me 1 second. Which one is that? Looking. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's. No, there's the guy that the guy that ran away is actually gonna go. Yeah, he's. You don't know where he is, but he's presumably still running away. Okay. Oh shit! I skipped. Bear with me 1 second. Okay, it's the other guy. Where's the? Oh, he's dead. Sorry, I didn't delete his token. So yeah, it is actually it's you, Pouches.
No, it's one between Girl and Andy.
No, he's showing up.
I'm on my coast room. Yeah.
Oh no, did I? Oh no, I did delete the other guy. It's because I accidentally. Yeah, you will be after. It's because I accidentally clicked the arrow twice, so he went to the bottom of the initiative. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
So, how? Where is he? Yeah, I guess he. Yeah, I think he's gonna just have to. Gonna have to go for it. He is going to kind of move just a little bit to the side. Actually, no. He'll stick where he is because he'll want to try and protect the shaman. Going to attack with the tongue, but that is 8 plus 4. No, that's 12 to hit. Doral, I'm guessing. Yeah, miss.
Yeah, that misses an AC of 15.
Nice. So he again kind of tries to wrap you up with the tongue, but he misses. Now it's Pouches.
So I'm going to do something stupid, and I'm going to step away from this guy.
Okay.
Off of a cliff.
11 to hit.
Misses. I don't have great AC. I don't know how you've missed me.
Oh no, this guy is. I mean, he's a little bullywug, grunt. He's not
efficient in anything.
Yeah, he's hardly a seasoned warrior. These big frog boy, the tall frog guys are the best warriors beyond the chief that they can muster. So there's just a lot of.
So I'm going to step to the top of the cliff, and I'm going to look down into the face of this shaman. I'm going to be like, do you know what happens to a frog when it meets fire? And I'm just going to pull a little finger gun, and the tip of my finger is going to start to glow, and I'm going to point at the chieftain, and I'm going to fire the first bolt of scorching ray.
I know it's not lightning and it's thunder damage, but each time you cast Shatter, I was like, when's he going to do the storm line from X-Men 1? Every time.
16. That was a natural 20 for 16 points of fire damage at the chieftain.
Fuck. Yeah, you fucker. So it just, fires out, and then and first his headdress catches on fire, and then he's quickly incinerated, and he's sort of running around, croaking and screaming. And he just runs, tips over 5 feet.
This is the chieftain, by the way. The one in the pond.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were the shaman.
No, I'm fighting the chieftain first.
Sorry,
I want this guy to watch me destroy his life.
Oh, I'm sorry. Scorching Ray. Sorry, 3. Gotcha. My bad. So yeah, that is, this he sends it flying, and the last vestige of the again, talk about overkill on these nat 20s. And it burns away the 1 point of temporary hit points, and it also takes out his last actual hit point, which is why the shaman went for 10 hit points instead of damage. And it burns, and he catches on fire, and he is, screaming, and he falls off into the water. And then
I'm going to smile. I'm going to point my finger down at
starts drifting down the river. He kind of, butts up, into here, and kind of gets caught in the rocks. His body.
5 points of fire damage to the shaman.
Okay, so all his temp hit points gone. Yeah. So it does injure.
And then another natural 20 for 6 points to the shaman.
Which is, he is at 30 hit points. You did 6 damage. His maximum hit points, 36. And again, he is he's set on fire, and as he's wailing, in pain, each of you, everyone within 30 feet of him, so I think, that's everybody, including the Mastiff. Could you make me a wisdom save, please? As he dies. It's DC 12.
I got a 12.
And
Okay.
mute me as well.
I got a 19.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in range, Duro.
Yeah,
Yeah. So everyone, yeah.
19.
That will actually it will include Watson as well. So far everyone's passed. Oh, I need to roll for the dog. Dog failed. How many hit points does a mastiff have? I double check. Actually, I have it. Have it on roll 20. Are you able to give me a roll for Watson? Nico, sorry.
I don't know if Watson would be in range because Watson's like right up in the air at the moment. He's like 30 feet up off the ground.
Yeah, he's 30. Yeah, he's 30 foot up, so he's within 30 feet of this guy. Right?
Yeah, but he's 30 feet away and 30 feet up. That's not going to put you in.
Is he not? Where is he? Oh, sorry. I don't know why. I thought he was like right above him.
No, I moved
No.
him back towards me.
Sorry,
did
it's
you?
my bad. No, it's all good. I was misreading. I was misreading the map. Yeah, you're right. He's one over. I thought he was in that square. Yeah, so it would just be out of range. Sweet. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think everybody passed but the dog. So that is. So would you? Okay, 7 half. So 3 points of psychic damage as you take half damage, and the dog takes 7. Dog takes 7 and goes down. It just gives out a yelp and just sort of passes out, collapses onto its side. The rest of you take 7 damage.
3 damage.
Or 3 damage rather, and yes, guy
We all take
collapses.
3 if we passed, yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
7
Cool.
was
And then I'm
7
just gonna-
psychic damage.
Blow the smoke
Yeah.
off my fingers after that spell.
Yeah, so he is gone. And then who is next? This giant toad doesn't really know. Without any orders, it just kind of. I suppose would it. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I mean they've been trained as like a guard frogs, so I think it would
Frog.
still go for Doral. That is a, I think only what is it, 9 plus? That is just a 13 to hit, which is your
Misses.
15, right?
Yep.
Okay. It is. Yeah, this red frog, this red bullywug over here, is just seeing the chieftain and the shaman go. Is out. So 5, 10. And just drops 15, 20, and then it's got another 5, 10, 15, 20. It's just swimming away. And then that is him. The dog is making a death save. That's 1 fail.
Sorry,
Failed.
we all take damage. I took ice face out. Sorry.
Oh, just 3 psychic damage.
Okay.
The chieftain is dead. It is now Patrice's turn. The dog next to you is dying, and it's failed 1 death save.
Oh, I want to save the dog. It's our dog, right?
Sensor. Yes, it's our dog. It's your dog.
Well, it seems to
Yeah,
like you.
I'm gonna
guys-
save the dog. Guys, I gotta save the dog. Okay, I'm going to. I'll cast Acid Splash first on. Oh, they're not within 5 feet of each other. Who's best to do this one or this one? I'll ask my buddies.
Up to you.
I'll do this guy. Yes. Sure. Acid
Mhm.
Sploosh. Splish, sploosh.
Acid sploosh.
Splish, sploosh.
Oh, he unfortunately has not been splooshed. He rolled a nat 20 on his deck save.
Okay. Well, that's rude. And then as a bonus, if I cast Healing Word on the dog, that'll. Will that?
Yep.
Bonus Little puppy. Okay.
Hmm.
Not healing.
Okay.
Give him a little ear scratch, which is good too.
Okay, so he is back up, and he only has 5 hit points, so that is technically max hit points for him. So yeah,
And
he
then-
gets he is like looks disoriented and sort of afraid. Doral, you're up.
No, Watson.
Oh Jesus, sorry.
How far is Watson from the guy? I'll get within 30 feet. So, because I was just out
If you
of
just,
range.
I think if you probably move within like 5 feet, and
Yeah.
maybe
He'll just
say he
duck
dips
down.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll dip 5 and
So he's 25 feet up.
his
You're trying to
attack
get this guy? Is it? You're trying to get
and this guy out
him?
here.
Oh, sorry. Wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I think you'd probably have to just move into the adjacent one, I'd say.
I want to get just barely within the 30-foot range, and then I'll deke out of it with however much.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you won't be within his 20-foot jump anyway.
19. Yeah.
Ooh, that's a hit.
For 3.
Okay, yeah, no, he's getting... Yeah, he gets blasted. He doesn't like it.
Okay, and then I'll Watson.
And then that is
Back.
Doral.
Okay. I think. Yeah. I'm gonna spend my two moxie points that I got back there on a big flurry of blows. So my first attack is going to be against this guy who's been trying to lick me for 3 turns. I'm serious, I don't taste that good, as I hit him. For a 16 total. Is he dead yet?
He has lost 8 of his 10 temporary hit points.
Okay. I will punch him again. Let's see him again.
Okay, so
So
he
that's
is taking a good slap. So you clock him in the jaw and then punch him in the gut. Yeah,
Is he dead?
he's not dead.
No. One more then. Against him. That is a total of 23 for 9 bludgeoning damage.
Can't think. Sorry.
That's okay. There's a lot of maths.
He is barely hanging on. He's like just swaying on his feet now. You've just fucking clocked him again. He looks dazed.
I just screamed, "Go to sleep!" For a 16 again, and it's 6 bludgeoning damage.
And he goes to sleep forever. As he just like you just finally
Yeah, just a flurry of blows.
his feet go off the ground and he lands and like you hear little frog bones snapping.
And then I whip round and point to the big frog and say, "You're next!" And that's my turn.
Andy.
Oh, you're muted, Fona.
Oh,
Muted.
sorry.
Andy will shoot an arrow at the big frog. From her crossbow. 11 to hit.
Let me double check. That should, AC 11. That's a hit.
Okay. And that is for 15 damage.
Oh, okay.
Got him in the eye. One of the eyes.
Yeah, so with that, it just, goes kathunk. You shoot, and it through one of its eyes, and it stops, rolls for a second, just goes belly up, and starts gently bobbing in the water. There's no bubbles coming up, so it too is dead.
Andy will just kind of, the crossbow is going to be like hanging at her side, and she looks knackered and really tired and filthy and just very miserable with the whole situation. And she just looks around and she's like, "Are we done?"
As you can see, yeah, all of the bullywugs that are remaining are like they're out. They're looking to they're gonna start swimming away. So unless you want to chase them down, and obviously it is 10 o'clock here, so it is quitting time.
That was Andy's turn.
Yeah. I mean, we could, if we want to chase down the little bullywugs, or let them.
I think if any are still in range, I'll just magic missile them. But otherwise, no, I'm not going to chase them down.
Yeah. I mean, they're running now, so.
Oh, but are they gonna go bring more back? They're little froggy overlords.
Well,
We killed their leader. We'll be fine. Besides, it's not our house. I'm just gonna like go through the stage and like look down at Andy and be like, "That was a good fight, don't you think? Like, I really enjoyed that."
And she's just gonna look up and she's gonna like glare because she knows deep in her soul that you are responsible for the goop that she is covered in.
Can I have cross
like
mage
shaking,
hand
holding
and
a dog.
sent it around?
yeah. You can. Do you want to cast Mage Hand and what?
I want to cast mage hand, but like very sneakily, and just send it around behind Andy and just grab the back of her belt and just give it a good yank.
Well, I mean, if she's looking at you, I mean, you can try and make sleight of hand, because otherwise, I mean.
No, I mean, I'm guessing she's only seen me from like here up, but she's 20 feet below me.
Yeah, if you want to try and, you still give me sleight of hand, because you've got to try and do it like below, maybe obvious. It may or may not be obvious that you're casting a spell.
Are you trying to knock me into the water? Yank me into the water, is it?
I don't know what you're talking about. 17.
Okay, Andy, perception.
Ah.
Okay. Mage hand, yeah.
So I'm gonna send it along the cliff and then down behind Andy, and I'm just gonna grab her belt and yank.
Okay, Andy, give me an athletics check, or a strength save. Sorry.
Strength save.
Are we still in turn order? I can give you.
Oh, 23.
No, we're yeah. So just like, and, yeah, it's so forceful. Somehow, pouches. You can feel you feel it through the mage hand, like the resistance. It's unsettling. So with that,
before she can turn around and look and see that it was me.
Better sleep with one eye open, pouches. I know that was you.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of possibly arrest, the swamp for now seems still, apart from the splashing of bullywugs that have now dived underwater and appear to be scattering their fearless leader. Now a smoking charred little frogsicle, frog kebab in the swamp, rather than a frogsicle. Ahead of you is Meg the Bog Witch's cottage, and the promised map, which will lead you to the brigand's lair. But who knows what lies in that house? And we will see you all in 2 weeks' time, when I don't want to jinx it. We may or may not, we should be having a new party member join the Cloaks. So who knows what?
Is somebody tied up in that house at the moment? If we don't go in and rescue them, they're not tied up in the loo. We know that much.
Yeah,
there wasn't much room in there.
Probably another 20 goddamn bullywogs in there. Climb guard.
They're ball gagged inside, ball gagged in the Witcher's Sex Dungeon. She forgot about them when she left.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. And also check out the Bergen's Book of Beasts Kickstarter if you haven't already. Tons of good stuff on there, and still plenty of time to back. So yeah, even if you can't back right now, if you follow the campaign, then you will get notified in the last 48 hours. So yeah, we will see you in 2 weeks' time. And thanks everyone for joining us. We'll see you
Is
next
everyone
time.
bye?
Bye.